Okay, so part two. So I use some of these. These are some of the things that I use in the bullet journaling system. Now, everybody wants to know what pens are the best or whatever the case. I don't do pen tests inside my bullet journal. I know a lot of people do. I just do it on a separate piece of paper. Only because I know I've seen other people do the pen test and I know it's not going to bleed. So I'm not even going to do a pen test. But I use some of these Tombows. Now, I have the whole collection of Tombows, but these are the ones that I use most often, the colors. And I switch out some colors every now and then. But these are the colors that I most use. Okay, so, and then I'm going to show you some of the pens that I use. And they all, none of them bleed through. I mean, you do get some ghosting, which is, you know, that's something different, but you don't really get a whole lot. You get very little, very little on the bullet journal. So this is my pen carrier, my home cube. Now, I used to have this one. Outgrew it. This one was cool, and then this is good for if you travel it. So I'm going to keep this. I only used it for a short period of time. It's just a smaller version of this big one. This one's the double capacity. This one's a single, I guess what you would call capacity. So this is the smaller home cube, but this is the bigger one. It has pockets in the front. It has a pocket here, and this is where I keep my eraser, extra lead for my pencil, and the whiteout that I use in my bullet journal, because I don't care if it's white, because it's not going to bother me. I mean, mistakes happen. We're all human, and if someone's seeing or going to complain about your bullet journal, apparently they do not need to be looking at your bullet journal. Alright, so let me back up a little bit here so you can see some of this stuff. And then I have a ruler in here, a plastic ruler because it's light. I have my drives in here, and I have two other fountain pens. And these are the Pilot Metropolitans. I got the whole pop color set, so I have all 6 of them. And I love these fountain pens inside of the bullet journals. I mean, these write beautifully. So I am going to write. Wait. Let me write this. Yeah, let me write this. I'm so funny. I can't even get the writing out really good. So, learning how to write and then with the full calligraphy is just something that I just learned how to do really quickly. So I know how to do that now. Whereas before, I did not know how to do that. I don't know if you could see that, but this is what it looks like on a Post-it. So I hope that's not, you can see that. Let me see. I think I might have to adjust some lighting here. Well, anyway. So I love my Pilot Metropolitans. I mean, they write really smooth, and they're all fine points. I got all fine points. I don't want mediums or anything like that. And like I said, I have the other colors are green, purple, and then like aquamarine, the same color as my bullet journal. My other tools that I use to write with it is the Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and I have a small, let's see what I do. Oh, here we are. I have a small one. I have a fine, F is the fine. So the S is smaller than the F, but they both write really well. Okay, and then I also have extra small. So I have all 3 of these guys. And I got these individually because they don't come in a pack like that. So if you're interested in getting the whole pack, just make sure you look at what you're getting in that pack. I went to an art store which is really close by and I get a discount. So I was able to get these at a good price. They sell them on Amazon. They sell them everywhere. So if you're interested in those, these are write really good in the bullet journal as well. I also have a collection of these Sharpies, but I carry the red one around with me all the time because that's the one I use to check off when I've done something because I can see it in red. I usually have a check off system of seeing it in a color so that way I'll know. And like I said, these are all of the Sharpies. These I had to order on Amazon. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different colors. Nope, I'm sorry, 12 because there's the black. And the black writes really well in the bullet journal. There is no bleed through, no ghosting, no nothing. So these all write really well. All of these pens that I'm showing you do not have an issue through the bullet journal. I also write with my Mujis. I have red, black, and blue. I write in the bullet journal with those. No bleed through, no nothing, no ghosting. I have a set of these Erin Condren's double-ended markers here. I really haven't tried those in them. I got them as a try me promo. They just sent them to me. So, and they're fine point on one end, so you can see that, and then medium on the other end, which is this fat nib right there. Okay, and then I also use these Staedtlers. The Staedtlers don't bleed through as well either, so I have the whole collection on these too. So it just depends on how I am, or what my mood is, or whatever the case may be. And then here is my pen that I use, that I do my brush script writing with. This is a Tombow pen. I don't use these guys because these guys are too big for me, and I like my doing the days of the week, and so I keep it small, and so this helps really well. And these you can order on Amazon. I have not seen them in a store yet. I don't even know what these are called because they have different language on them, but it's a calligraphy pen made in Japan. I don't know if you can see that. Is this going to focus? Probably not because it's being that way. Anyway, so it's a calligraphy pen made in Japan, and it's a Tombow one, and it has this nice little brush. It doesn't look like it's brush, but it is. So when you write with it, it kind of like, you know, you write your little fine line and you press down, of course, and it writes so well. Let me zoom in and see if I can give you a close up on how it writes. So this is your fine line part, and then the press down, and then you have that part right there. So I kind of demonstrated, and that's my F. So that's these right, because it's really flexible and it's made for that. And so because it is a calligraphy pen, so you would just kind of write down, and you go up, and then you kind of press down on these, and you press up, and then of course I forget the I in my own name. So anyway, this paper is kind of bumpy. This is cardstock, so, but it writes a lot smoother inside of your bullet journal, and so, and that's what I like about these, is because it does write that smooth in your bullet journal. Yeah, see, it writes better in the bullet journal. So anyway, so that's it, and I love these. So I got like 3 sets of these, which is cool because it writes really well, really good for brush scripts. Excellent pen for brush scripts. So if you're looking for something a lot smaller than a Tombow marker, I would suggest these, because these write really, really well, and they don't bleed through the bullet journal. Perfect. All right, so, and then of course my trusty pencil. As you can see, there's a second one of these, so I got 2, because this one's getting ready to run out of ink. I think I used the crap out of that. Anyway, and then I have my pencil, like I said. This is a double capacity, once again, because this pencil holder, because it has another pocket back here, and here's where I keep my compass, which I'll explain how to use that. You can take a look at my blog for that. I'll have that up and running soon. And then this is just a simple little kind of, I forgot where I got this from. Oh, I got this from Michael's. And then of course my metal, so if you don't want that slipping, and you slip resistant in your planner or your bullet journal when you're writing, this helps a lot, this ruler. Only problem is you can't see through it like you can the plastic one that I have. Okay, so those are some of the tools that I have and that I use. And then this is of course my my compass. This is what I was using to make my mandala circles with. You put the pencil inside of here. I'm sure everybody's knows this, and you just kind of like do like that with it and stuff. And this set comes with an eraser, a pencil sharpener for the pencil, a pencil, and then in the back you have, let me pull this up, you have a different, bunch of different rulers. So if you ever want to make half circles, triangles, or whatever. I don't really use these that much, because I don't really need to, but if I need extra rulers, they're right there in this whole entire kit. And you can get this on Amazon as well, or a stationery store. So that's that. And then to make the lines, to keep my mandala straight, this is called a Westcott ruler, and that helped me draw my lines there, of course. But now that I have this, I'm going to be making a different kind of circle. I won't be using this as much unless I want to make a giant mood mandala. This is going to be to track. I'm going to be using this for kind of tracking and stuff like that more so than anything. And this is from Moxie Dory, which is really cool. I didn't get a paper clip, unfortunately, with mine. I don't know if there was supposed to come one in the package, but what you would do is, I'll hold this up close, as you would stick the paper clip in this little tiny hole that's there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a hole right there. And then that way you'll be able to spin it around to do what you need to do and mark it and stuff and make your circles. And it has the degrees here, all these other little holes here. Let me see, let me put this on some paper. No, white's not going to work. All right, pink, there we go. What you can see is you see other little holes there. You'll see the other little holes, and the little holes, and that's where you would put your pencil to make your circles, and the next one make your circles in the next one. So it has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees of a circle that you can, well, not 9 degrees, but 9 different size circles. And then of course these are your little tick marks that you would make so that you can draw the straight lines, and then it has other smaller circles in here. Now if you want to know how to use it before I show you how to use it, then the best place to go to is Boho Berry's blog, YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link down below for her as well. She does an excellent job on that. So that is pretty much all the tools that I use. And if you're interested in the Leuchtturm, they also come in a bigger size, and this is a soft cover one. And I got this one for my classes. And so when I go to classes and stuff, so this is also has the dots in it, of course, and this is a soft cover because this is what I used to take notes in my classes, and I'm going to need a lot more space, because if I took notes in my bullet journal in class, I would run out of space very quickly, so I had to have a separate, and I just thought this would be good to have that. Alrighty, so I think I've said everything I needed to say about the bullet journal and show you all the things I needed to show you about the bullet journal. If you have any questions, or if you really like to know, then just message me at the bottom, and I can, kind of walk you through or answer any questions that you have. And if I don't know the answer, I can refer you to someplace where you can get the answer. Now, one more thing is, these are my older planners. This is my Get to Work book and my Erin Condren. I hate to sadly say I did give these guys up. Like I said, I spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sticker decorations, and you can see these are blank pages. These are blank pages, and I never really did too much. I have some notes here, but and then some notes in February, and I did use it, but I didn't use this enough. And I'd like to say this is great, but if you miss a page, if you miss a day, like here, January, I missed that whole entire week pretty much. Here, I had to force myself to be in this planner. And yes, I've missed some days. And look at this, is pretty much blank. I don't know why, but I've missed some days. And like I said, it just was, to me, I love this. Don't get me wrong, this is a great planner for those of you who want to do planners, because it is plain and you can decorate it. I love that about this. So, and then the Erin Condren one, same thing here. This was last year's. This is when I bought it last year, and of course I spent lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. As you can see, September. This was the rest of 2016, but this one ran from 2016, mid 2016, to the end of this year, 2017. I went from trying this one to this one, and then this, it wasn't working for me. As you can see, there's a lot of blank pages in here. And this was last year, okay? This is 2016, guys. So when January of 2017 rolled around, I just stopped using it altogether. I haven't used it since. Let's see, when was the last time I used this? Last time I used this was November. Yeah, look at even the days before that. Look at this. November of 2016. And I spent a lot of money on these stickers. I gave these stickers away. I did some in a giveaway because it just wasn't worth me even keeping them anymore. This system was great, but it was too big for me, and it left me limited. And if, like I said, if I missed a day, it was just really, it just wasn't. I mean, it kind of was devastating because then you was, oh man, I missed a whole week, and now what do I do? It's just a waste. I was wasting it. So with the bullet journal, I wasn't wasting any space. If I missed a day, I can pick off where I left off, and that's what I loved about it. So I didn't have the blank planner pages. So, but if you love planner, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the planner system for those who love the planner system. But for me, I was wasting too much space, and they were heavy. And for me, because I already have to carry this big old laptop with me. And it was heavy. It was just too much to be carrying all the time. And so that's one of the things. And then, like I said, I can't carry anything on my left shoulder anymore. I have to carry everything on my in a backpack on my back. So in a small purse backpack. And if I have another place, a backpack, it has to be a backpack. Now it has to be the only thing I carry. So if you have any questions, be sure to go ahead and click on some of those links. They'll probably help you answer the questions. Boho Berry has a complete bullet journal, and it's free. You can go from, it's called Bullet Journaling 101, and she goes on, and then she does monthly plan with me's. And she also has an Etsy shop if you're interested in that. If you're interested in just doing the basic bullet journaling, Writer Carol is your guy. You just go to bulletjournaling.com. Thank you guys so much, and I'm sorry I had to divide this up into two, but I didn't want to be just like blah, blah, blah. And so, yes, I will be using this system, the bullet journaling system, and I'll be transferring over from this one to this one here just before July is out, because I got to get my collections in here, and then I'll go over my collections with you when I have that done. Alrighty guys, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them below, and take care, and bye-bye.